Good morning. It must be Village Vibes Day
Yes,
today, right?
yes.
And so I really missed everyone last week. I had to be home with a cold. I did not want to infect all of my friends here at the store.
But
so
we missed you.
Thank you. I missed you guys, but I did watch you guys live,
Yes,
and you
it
did
was
an
fun to
amazing
have you
job. You
on.
and Julie. You rock. You don't need me here, you guys. I don't know. If they just let me hang around because I pay the bills. That's it. And I send the paychecks. But other than that, they say, go away, friend. Go away, friend, Leslie.
No.
So I really did miss you. And thank everyone so very, very much for all of their well wishes to get better and my birthday wishes.
Yes.
And I have to tell you guys, my sweet Liz ended up spending the day at the hospital on her birthday with her sweet little guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but he's
poor
doing
little,
better.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
he
my
said, should I
Ren.
tell the story?
Please tell him the story because it's so cute.
So my little guy just struggles when he gets colds and stuff and it gets in his lungs. So we were moved from the ER and he was admitted and we're showing him all the fun things, all the remotes and everything he has access to. And you can imagine his little mind is just going crazy. And he goes, Mom, I really like this hotel.
Don't go to the hospital for a
hotel visit.
We've got a lovely Hampton Inn here in town and a really
and they
nice
have a pool
and
everything.
a workout room.
Yeah.
Man, you could have a lot more fun than just
can
with a
do
remote
better
in a
than
bed
that,
with tubes hooked up all over you,
But
right?
for a little 6-year-old, you're just thinking, hey, new bed, that means it's a hotel, right?
He is cute. I always ask Miss Liz to give me Ren stories because that little dude, he's just such a fun little guy.
He is
All of
so
her children. And when I came back to the store, I had the most lovely drawing in my office from Miss Kate. It's such a pretty one, my fish. It's so pretty. Thank you, Miss Kate. So, okay, so today, now, because I'm old, I got a little confused yesterday. And you know, last time I was with you, I was bragging about my daughter Tegan and her award that she received. Well, turns out yesterday I wished her happy Pie Day, and Liz this morning informed me, it's Pie Day today. Today is Pie Day. So we hope that all of you will have a nice slice of pie today.
How do you celebrate Pie Day?
Yeah, what do you guys do? Slice of pizza, piece of lemon meringue, or my all-time favorite, pecan pie. Oh, I love me a slice of pecan pie. I'm not a birthday cake girl, so when my kids ask me, even though my daughter says, Mom, I know you love German chocolate cake. I'm like, no.
Oh, no.
I'm not a cake person.
Okay.
I don't like cake.
So why does she know that? Why does she know that you love it?
She makes up some stuff in her mind. I'm just gonna say she may have made that one up. And I like pie. Like you give me a cookie any day, and I so to make up because she thought it was German chocolate because she's at my house right now. She went to Crumble and bought me some cookies. Now I have to say she and Stan ate most of them, but I did get some. I did get a chocolate chip one, which was delightful. So
Tegan says hi.
Oh, hi, Timmy.
and
Sorry,
Patsy.
happy Pie Day today. You know your mama don't work so good some days, so happy Pie Day today for real.
And Patsy Blackner. Where are you joining us from,
Patsy?
Welcome.
Yes, we're happy to have everyone with us this morning. It's so fun to see people make little comments on here. We've had people from as far away as the Dakotas. That was our Jennifer that used to work with us that join us. It's as much as I fight, in Texas, as much as I fight with technology, because as my oldest daughter has dubbed me tech-tarded, and I am. It really is a wonderful world that we're living in where we can do this. Yeah, it's so good. It's so good to be able to do this. So we're happy to have everyone come and join us. So we're glad
and
to do
Annette from Smithfield.
Oh, good morning, Miss Annette.
Are you guys preparing for the Great Thaw in Cache Valley? We're preparing for the Great Thaw here.
Yeah. Our daughter Tessa came over last night to check our sump pump. Several years ago, we had a flooded basement at our house, which was not fun. So after that, Stan drilled a hole in the concrete and we put a sump pump in there. And so now we don't have to be drowned anymore at our house. But we have to keep watching it because if it starts to fill up, which with all the rain now coming, the snow's going to melt and at some time we are going to maybe get a spring. For sure a summer, but...
Well, we have 5 seasons. Winter, spring, summer, fall, mud.
Oh, mud. Oh, mud. Yeah. And
Mud season at my house.
unfortunately, we go right through winter, almost to right to summer.
Yeah.
Right from summer to winter.
Yeah.
So we miss those two favorite
Ones
seasons.
in the middle, but
anyway, who's with? Oh, my Roxy is here with us. Good morning, Roxy. Roxy is my Wednesday girl. So good morning, Miss Roxy.
April's from Brigham.
Oh,
well,
April, welcome again. April, I think, has been with us every single week when we've been doing this. I think she's been with us. She's such a lovely lady. She's in our quilt guild. She's one of our newer members in our quilt guild, and such a nice lady. She's retired from the library, and so now Madam Librarian can come and do a little more quilting. So we're happy to have her.
Retirement frees up a little time.
It does. It does.
And Donna, I think.
Oh, hi, my Donna. So I talk to my little Donna every morning. I have my cup of coffee and my phone with my Donna. So that's how I start my day. It's a lovely way to start it.
Yes,
so,
absolutely.
There you go.
We have a treat today. Our very first item, Fran's going to tell us a little of the history of Village. So I think this is exciting. It's fun for me as a fairly new employee to learn some of these things. And so she's written a very cute history for us.
I hope. Now, I'm going to start this off by saying we all know I am getting older and the memories maybe not as great as it was. So some of these years maybe tad off, but I think pretty close. For the most part, I think we're pretty close. And I did discuss this a little bit with my Colleen this morning, and we think we're pretty close on this, but we'll see. So if I'm off a year or two, I apologize. The gist of the whole thing is right. And this was a suggestion from Liz's sweet mama that we do that.
She my mother-in-law.
Oh, your mother-in-law. Yeah, she said, I think that you should talk about the history of Village, where it got started and all. So I wanna show you guys. So let's see. Okay, see if you can see this. This was our very, very, very first business card. So we first started down the road, and I'll tell you about this in a second. Then we moved next door. And this painting, this business card came from this painting that was done by a lovely, I'm not doing a great job, am I? From a lovely artist that was here in town. Oh, there you go. Her name was Colleen Bradford, and she was a beautiful artist. She won a lot of awards around Brigham City for art contests, and so she painted our fun little building that was on the corner for us. Then we moved. We had the opportunity to buy the building where we are now, and so we moved next door. This is our business card. Now at our second Saturday, we actually did make those blocks. That's kind of turned into our store logo. It's called the Lemoyne Star, and so most quilts that I design have that particular block in there. So, okay, I'm gonna read you my story. I had to write it down so I could remember the words. Okay, once upon a time in a small northern community, Tremonton area. Yep, I said Tremonton. We didn't change locations, though. Tremont. 4 friends decided they wanted to open a quilt shop. Since there was already one in Tremonton, they chose Brigham City. Aren't we lucky that they chose us here? I'm so happy about that. Rolane, Rosa, Ginger, and Arletta opened their shop in December of 1999. That's a long time ago.
That is.
So we're going into our 24th year.
Yeah.
It's a long time, man. And they opened the shop in the old Brigham Hotel, and maybe we'll get a picture of that sometime
we will.
And show y'all where it kind of started out. That was at 33 South Main. Shortly thereafter, Ginger left, followed by Arletta. In October of 2000, now Colleen and I are pretty sure about this year, Rolane and Rosa, within 3 days, hired Colleen to work the floor, our sweet Jennifer to cut kits, and myself to do, I'm not sure what they were thinking, but there they did that. Okay, so that store was so fun. It was this little tiny, if any of you were there, please let us know. If anyone actually came
to that location.
Yeah, because it was like this long, skinny hallway down the store. There were very few bolts of fabric when they started out because they did not take out a big loan to open this business. They just invested some of their own money into it. And so there wasn't a lot there. They kind of, added as they could financially. And, it was a very interesting building. There were apartments up above, and they were not real nice apartments. And on a lot of days, you didn't need to worry about bringing your own pot to the store because you could smell it drifting down from the upstairs. Oh, so many. And the language, oh my gosh. If any of you were in there and you heard some of those really bad swears. I mean, I say a few swears. That's not a nice swear. Those words would come drifting down the stairs. But the very best memory was the bathroom in the old hotel. Best memory. So I kind of knew that it was someplace that I wanted to put my blood, sweat, and tears. However, I did not realize that the blood would come from my hiney. When you went in there to use the restroom, the toilet seat was broken. And so sometimes your bum would get pinched in there and you get a bloody bum. It hurt a lot. I know a lot of my friends had that happen while they were in that bathroom. And it was not fun. We also, everyone just had one day and you worked the store all by yourself. And I was talking to Colleen earlier about this. And so at the end of the day, when we would close the store, we had this big old iron thing that you pulled down, this big iron thing pulled down and it locked down into the floor. That's how you locked it because they still had to have access from the front door to go up the stairs, those people that lived up there. And so you'd pull this big old heavy grate down and you'd push it into the floor and you would lock it. That's how we locked it and left it. So our fear of the day was every one of us that worked there, what if we don't make a sale today? We're going to have to spend money because you can't close out with a $0 amount. So some days that's how we managed to make that not happen. We would have to, which was always a real hardship for all of us that worked there anyway. Okay, so fast forward to November of 2001. The little store on the corner, which is now Brigham Heating and Air, that became available to rent. So we got Colleen's Gamel on its wheels and we pushed it up the street, across the street, and then we brought all of the inventory over there and we opened up our store in the building next door. It probably doubled our space, probably about twice as much really for actually being able to hold retail. And so we lived over there for 10 years. We were at that little shop for 10 long years. A lot of great friends came. Some came and stayed. Our Jennifer's husband, who worked for the Park Service, they got transferred to Valentine, Nebraska. So my sweet Jennifer moved away, but we still keep in contact a little bit. Jen, I hope you're doing amazing. I owe you a letter, my friend. So some people came and went that were working with us. And then in January, and I hope I've got this date right, I believe it was 2012, I believe. I may be off a year on that one. But we had the opportunity to buy this store next door. It was for, it's been a lot of things. This old building, I wish it could talk to us. It's been a bar. It's been a restaurant. It was a bike shop, but when we purchased it from Mr. Brager, it was a sewing machine and vacuum shop. And his father owned it before him. And if we're going to talk about bathrooms, I need to say this as well. I am not a prissy woman in any way, shape, or form. My grandfather had an outhouse, which I used for many, many years because I loved him so dearly. When we bought this bathroom, there were actually 3 bathrooms in here. There was not one I would sit my large white fat fanny on. Not a one. Not a one. It was bad. I'm just saying bad. So my husband and Rudy came in and sledgehammers and we knocked down walls. We gutted this entire place. I mean, it was really in bad shape. So we did a complete remodel of this building from the floor on up, new everything. Everything inside was brand new. We moved in here in May, and I think it was 2012, but it may have been 2013. I may be a year off on that one. So we moved into our shop. I was so excited when we moved in here. I kept saying, we're going to double our space. We're going to double our space. I want no fabric on the floor. None. Can't happen. Susan kept telling me, Fran, it's not twice as big. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I kept telling her, oh, yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is. And she's like, no, Fran, it's really not. Well, she was right. It was maybe 1.5 times as big. And we do have fabric all over the floor. So it happened. But we've been able, tastefully
very
all over.
tastefully on the floor.
Hopefully. I mean, if you stumble over it, just remember it's tasteful. It's very tasteful. So we were able to increase our inventory over here as well. So when Rolene and I talked about doing this, it about tripled what we were paying in rent. But it was, at some point, it was going to be our own. You know, it was no longer an investment that was down the drain. So we decided, yes, we can do this. Well, in October of that year, Rolene informed me she wanted to retire, and it really freaked me out. I'm like, please no, please say that's not true. She had some health issues, and she wanted to play in the dirt and spend time with her grandkids. So in June, I think it was 2014, Rolene did retire, and my sweet Rolene has passed since then, and I miss her every single day. She was, for those of you that knew her, she was a wonderfully kind woman, so I do miss that lady. So and her son actually is the one that helped do the remodel of the store. So, and he did a very nice job. So, so we got it all finished, and in May, we were finally able to move into our building here. And oh my gosh, my gals that work with me, some of their husbands, some of my customers volunteered to come up. And so I went over to Smith's, asked them if I could borrow a couple shopping carts. We had shopping carts and wagons, and we just pulled everything along right next door and moved everything over here. We had customers coming in to shop, and we still had it laid out on the floor, and they just shopped from the floor. It was great. It was so fun, so fun. And so all of these people that came and helped us move everything over here, and my staff, there's no way that we could have done that without them. Yeah. It was a huge undertaking, and my friend Rudy made us some extra beautiful cabinets to put more fabric in, and he's still making more cabinets and things for me. He's such a great friend to help do all of that stuff. And the good news is here, we have toilets. They work. So the toilet next door, I forgot to tell you about this one. Oh, it was great. So you had to go down this hallway to get to the bathroom, and it was cold. There was no heat back there, you guys. In the wintertime, you did not dilly-dally in that bathroom. And it also had a piece of cardboard on the side of the sink. Oh, we were classy in that bathroom. Real classy. But at least your bum didn't get pinched on the toilet seat. So there was no blood, just a little bit of numb fingers when you were in there. So you didn't waste a bunch of time in that bathroom either. This store, we have a lovely bathroom for everyone to use. So we're going to take it for that. So I do, and I can't again thank my amazing staff here though, because honestly, without these girls that help me every single day, there is just no way I could pull this one off. And I mean, they are just such amazing women. I so appreciate them. So my husband, he really loves to tease me about this. He says, you know, you got to watch out, because first you get a hobby, quilting. Then you have to buy a better sewing machine to help you do better piecing, right?
Yes.
It's a must.
Yeah.
So now we've made all these quilt tops, and you say, oh, now I need to quilt them. So then you have to buy a long arm. Yes, indeed. I did that too. And then in 2006, Rosa and Rolene asked me to become a partner with them. And so I went home, I talked it over with my husband, and he said, so what you're telling me is you want to give up a paycheck, invest money, and 80 plus hours a week to do this? And I said,
Yep.
I do. So I did, and I've never regretted it. It's been an amazing journey. And we had a chat one day coming home from his doctor's appointment, and he said to me, when are you going to retire? I said, Stan, I'm going to go out of that place boots up. No plan for retirement. No. Nope, not planning on that one yet. I still love coming to work with my girls every day. I love what I do. I love my customers that I have the most amazing customers here.
Yes.
You couldn't be in a better place. So this is a great place. So
I can't imagine Village Dry Goods without Fran.
Oh,
can't imagine.
It would go on.
It would. We would stumble through, but I can't imagine without Fran.
No, you would still.
And I'm sure most of you can't either.
You would still go on, but I do love what I'm doing. So, in a nutshell, my friends, that's the history of Village Dry Goods. And so, it's been a long, long journey. Like I said, we're going into our 24th year. That to me is just amazing. And to be a part of that now for almost 23 years is...
That's an accomplishment. That's a really cool accomplishment.
It is to still be in business and going strong, thanks to everyone.
Yeah.
So we appreciate all of your support so very, very much.
So our question for you is, when's the first time you came to Village Dry Goods, if you've been able to visit us in person, and what location was it? So comment on that and let us know. My aunt Ann Beal is on. And April commented that Peter's done stuff for her as well, and yes, he does good work.
He does do good work. Yes, he does do good work.
Thanks for those comments. But yeah, I think I must have come in the old location maybe once or twice. I didn't really start quilting till 2015. So that's when I kind of retired from my career and started quilting in 2015. But I think I came in because my mom has loved your location for many years.
Her mom is so sweet.
She had brought me, I think, a few times, but we moved here in 2012.
Okay.
So anyway, I think I might have, but I don't have very many memories of it. Yeah. And it probably was Shop Hop. And that little tiny store with all the Shop Hop people. I'm sure I was a bit overwhelmed.
we all get a little overwhelmed during Shop Hop because there are a lot of people. In fact, sometimes that's the only time we see some of our people is during Shop Hop. So it's like a high school reunion, and you get to see all these people that you haven't seen for half a second. So it's a fun time. It's a party. It's a big party.
We're so excited that we have Village Dry Goods, and I think that's so good to have that stuff documented. And I think it's just, history's good. I love to learn about history. So I think it's good.
There's a bit of history there. So yes. So today is Tuesday Demo Day.
Yes.
Yes, Tuesday Demo Day. So we actually want to demo today for you strip sticks.
I'm going to try just but not that way.
Okay.
We're going to try just moving this down.
Oh, that's perfect.
What do you think about that?
Perfect. I like that. Okay, so we are going to demo today's strip sticks. So sometimes when you have to press a seam open, you get that shadow. I'm going to move this over. Okay, I'm going to press this one for us without a strip stick. And let's see if we can see this shadow that will come on here. Let's do this. And I don't know. I should give it a little shot of steam. Well, I don't know what's going on with the steam. It's thinking about it. It's not really cooperating. Okay, I don't know if
it'll come through on camera.
I don't know if it came through so much on the camera, guys. I don't know.
I don't know that it is.
See that.
But this dark side coming through to the light side in the back. We don't know that you can see that. But if that's a problem.
And if it even leaves a little more of a white line that's along there, maybe I should have chosen a different. You can see it a little teeny tiny bit on the mat. Just barely. See this? Oh, let me find the right line. See that little line that's just barely on there. Okay, now I'm going to show you a magical trick. When you use the strip stick, give it a little press, you lay your strip stick, let me make sure I've got this in a good spot for y'all. You just lay your strip stick on there, you take your piece, and you lay it over the center of your strip stick, and you just open this little center seam, just like this to get you started. You take your iron, and you run it right, I slipped off the middle. You run that iron just right up there along that seam. And I wish my little iron would steam for me. I thought I put plenty of...
Oh, there it comes.
Oh, there it comes. It's decided, yes, maybe it will steam.
It's woken up.
It's like, okay, steam is a-coming, steam is a-coming. Okay, so now I've got that all pressed open. Can you see that? Now, the other thing I want to show you is how much nicer and flatter that lays. See how nice and flat that is? So my daughter Donna actually came out here one year at retreat. Can you see that? It's not quite as flat. I'd like to, there. Now you can kind of see. See how that doesn't lay as nice and flat down? This piece that has been strip sticked, look at that. And these strip sticks are actually made from such a nice gentleman. His name is Robert, and he lives in Texas, and he is such a delight to talk to when I call him to order more. He's just always such a kind gentleman. So these are his very own designs. So I want to show you too. Liz brought this beautiful block that she's working on, and I want to show you how nice this works when you are pressing an entire seam open.
With lots of seams in there, like rows
seams,
and
lots of
I've got lots of units going on here.
So again, I'm going to open this up just to start. I'm going to take my iron and I'm going to press it all along. And don't worry if your strip stick's not large enough. You can move that strip stick along, or you can move your piece along and you press out all of those nice. Oh, I was going to bring another thing to show you that I also do. I don't know if you all know, and maybe we'll do this on another day. We'll talk about our what are our flatter things? What are our wood pieces? What are those called?
Oh, clappers.
Clappers, thank you. My brain just kind of died for a second. So I will take my clapper once I have pressed this all out and put my clapper on it so it stays nice and flat. Look what a nice seam. Look at how nice that made that lie down. Just by using that, and there's no, you can see no lines. Look over here, there are no lines showing up on either side because we've split that seam and it's put the half of the fabric on one side and the other half on the other side. So that's a little notion that we all really love around here. And they actually come in 4 sizes. This one is, I believe it's an 8.5. This one is an 18. This one here is a,
is that 24?
well, I think it's a 22.
21?
I think it's a 22, I believe. It's for a fat quarter. So 21, 22 inches. And then they actually even have another one. But you need to have a pickup truck to take that one home with you. So that's not one I carry. But that one is a really nice one if you are doing, like once you've pressed your blocks all together in your row, you can go across a lot of the area with your, with your strip sticks. So we love these strip sticks. So if you haven't had a chance to use one of those, that might be a fun little nifty notion that you might like.
So I don't enjoy pressing my seams open because if I could nest my seams, I will nest all the time. But when you get like this unit all put together and I've got to go through all these, at this point, I don't need to nest anymore either. No. So the flatter seams is way better, and the strip stick is the way to go because you're just dealing with so much by the time you get to all these things. But this is a kit that will be coming. Actually, we already have it.
That's true, it is.
So this is a store sample that I'm working on.
So beautiful.
As quick as my crazy schedule will let me. But anyway, wanted to show those.
Liz still has a young family at her house, so she still has a lot of constraints on her time. So we're just always so happy to have this lovely lady be able to come in and do stuff with us.
The strip stick is really cool. And the other thing that would be cool to demo too one day is the Acorn pressing system. Do we have that here?
I don't know if I have the whole system here right now. We have had, and I can certainly get that back in
But that's
again.
also a really cool thing to get those seams.
Too.
So anyway, we've got things we can show you, but
we do.
little tiny tips. Okay, April says she first came when it was at the Heating and Air and Susan was working.
Yes.
And Laurie Hackett, which welcome Laurie, she says she doesn't remember what year, but it was Shop Hop when you were the Persian Pickle Club.
Oh, yeah, that was at the store. Fun story about that. So that's actually a book. Oh, and it's if you haven't read The Persian Pickle, you need to read that. It's really a good book.
Never even heard of it.
Oh, it's good. It's good. You should go check it out.
I will have to go check it out.
And the author of that is actually a Colorado native, which is where I moved here from. And so I contacted her and actually had autographed books at our store from her for that Shop Hop, because it was about, the theme that year was books. And so, that was a long time ago. I'd have to ponder that one for a second about which year
what the history was for that one,
because that was a lot of years ago. It was a fun one. It was a really fun one.
Thanks, Laurie, for piping in with that fun memory.
Thank you.
So, okay. Well, we will be back next week, which will be the 21st.
Oh. I'm so excited for next week. Okay, it will be our March contest.
Yes.
But you have to wait until April for the results because I will actually be gone the last week in March. So I won't be here to announce the winners, and I want to be here.
Well, we want to give you
watch all
plenty
that.
of time to do the contest. So we'll explain it all.
You will explain
next
it all
week,
next
but join
week.
us. It'll be
Make
fun.
sure you join next week because this
It'll
is
be
going to be
really
a really fun contest. Yeah,
So
we're
she,
excited.
ever since we started doing Village Vibes, she's wanted to do this contest.
It's
And
going to
she's
happen.
so excited.
No.
So it's going to be good. It's going to be good. So you'll definitely want to join us next week. Put an alarm.
Yes,
Mark your calendars.
Mark your calendars. And if you can't join us live, it's okay because it's still going to be posted afterwards, so you'll still be able to do the contest.
Yep.
You don't have to join the live one, but we hope that you will join us and participate in this contest because it's going to be amazing.
It's going to be so fun.
It's going to be so fun. Have an amazing week, everyone. Have a piece of pie today.
Yes.
Have a great week, and we'll see you again next week.
Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.